Good morning. Today I was thinking about what I used to think of what a Christian was. At the root of being a Christian was trying hard to be a better person. That's what I thought the foundation was. It was about my behavior of trying to behave in a certain way, trying not to do certain things, and then trying to do good things. That's what I thought it was. And that's not what it is. It's about trusting and transformation, right? So trusting that there is a God, that he loves you and desires the absolute best for your life, right? He's a loving God. And it's about us coming to him and being reconciled by trusting Jesus is who he says he is. That he was on the cross saying, "Forgive them, Father, they know not what they do." He says, "Come to me, all who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest for your soul. Yoke yourself to me, learn my ways," right? That he's beautiful and he desires for us to walk in the newness of life, that we can put off that old life and put on the new, right? And then what happens in that is when you trust in that, your life starts being transformed. Your behavior changes because you know who you are, rather than you trying to behave in a certain way in order to appease God. That's not what it's about. That's religion. But the gospel teaches that you are loved and he desires to reconcile you back to the love of God that we've been missing. So we've been going down all these different places searching for love and acceptance. But in him is where we find it. In him we experience the fruit of the Spirit. Right? It's not us trying to do something. It's at the foundation of Christianity, it's not about us. It's about him, the beauty of who he is. And he's the one that's going to change you through the Holy Spirit. We are led by the Spirit of God because we are children of God, right? So it's trusting he is who he says he is. It's him transforming our life because we've trusted him and we've put it is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. That's all it is. It's a peaceful, beautiful place. It's not about us trying to behave in order to appease God. And that's where my faith was in the beginning. I thought, oh, that's what Christianity is. And I experienced a little bit of goodness in that, but at the core was still me. It's about us submitting our life to God and trusting him. And then what the beauty that comes out of that is you have a life that's full of love and peace and joy and contentment instead of anxiety and fear and self-condemnation and self-centeredness and self-seeking and all that garbage that goes along with me being at the center or me being my own God, because that's what it really comes down to. Before I came to Christ and trusted him with my life, I lived as if I was my own God, and that's where many of us are. But there is a better way. There's a more beautiful way. There's a peaceful way. There's a loving way. Then you're set free to be able to love people unconditionally instead of being in that bondage to self that just leaves us, it's garbage. Anyway, there is a better way. Come to him, allow him to trust in him, and allow him to transform you. It's not about you mustering it up and doing better work. Just if you ever get to that point of just being broken, come to him, and it's a beautiful way of living. God bless y'all.